Hi guys, and welcome to AirAbility, your regular dose of lead therapy. And I'm going to do something a little different this week, and I bet you guys have spotted it already. That's right, there's nothing on the bench. I'm not talking about a gun, I'm not talking about the latest add-on or accessory. What I'm going to talk about is what I take to a Benchrest tournament. Can you remember last week in episode 35 I spoke about what equipment I had on the bench when I was shooting in a Benchrest competition? Well, this week I'm going to talk about all the other crap, sorry, that's how my wife describes it, all the other essential equipment that I take to a Benchrest tournament to enable me to compete. So what I did this morning was I set up the old AirAbility banner, and then I took a photo of all the equipment that I take to Benchrest tournament, and I thought I would use those photos to take you through what are the essentials when I go away for a Benchrest weekend. So here we go. The power of technology alone, a diminutive me should be right in the corner of the video, and I'm going to be talking about all the photos I took earlier and all the equipment that I take with me to Benchrest tournament. As you can see here, there's one wheeled toolbox to start off with, and it has an extendable handle to it, and this houses my seb rest, my back bag, my earplugs, and a few little coasters that I use to level off my bench at a tournament. So that is the base unit of my stacking toolbox system. Comes in very handy. Now on top of that, you can see I've added another box that looks pretty similar, and this is what's inside the box. This is my wind flags, and as you can see here, they fit neatly. I separate the tops of the wind flags and stack them in foam inserts, and at the back of the box there I have the tripod. I also have my fourth wind indicator in there, which, as everybody knows from previous episodes, is a feather. A much maligned feather, but I find it very useful. Then on top of that is my toolbox, the one I have on my bench that I included in episode 35. And if you want to see what's in that toolbox, watch the episode. Quite interesting. I do carry a lot of stuff in there. A big essential for tournaments is you need to bring your own spare air. You need to bring your air, you need to bring your filling hose, and you need to bring your filling adapter. Most tournaments are usually very good at supplying air, but I honestly believe in preparation, and you shouldn't be relying on anybody else for things like air, spares, ammunition, you know, and all the other paraphernalia we bring. So I bring enough air for a full weekend, and just to make sure that I always get a full fill as well. This is where what I bring to a Benchrest tournament differs from what most people bring to a Benchrest tournament. Because I'm short, and I know I bang on about being short, but I am short, you know, it's a fact of life. None of the Benchrest tables at events actually fit me, so I have my own Benchrest table, and I bring that with me, and that folds up and goes in the car quite easily. It's essential for me, and it's actually made me extremely comfortable when I'm shooting in events, and you know, it's the biggest help. I'm not trying to adapt to something that's never going to fit me. Then on top of that, what most shooters would bring instead of a Benchrest table, it's a good idea to bring your own shooting stool. And why is that? Yes, there will be shooting stools there, but you don't want to be borrowing somebody's stool and adjusting it from their optimal position and how they find it comfortable. You need your own stool because you need to be comfortable, and you need to know that when you get to the bench you're not wasting time fiddling with all the adjustments on the stool. It's there and it's ready to go. So here we go. This is my gun. It's in its case. It's locked. Only I have the key when I'm away. And so, you know, the big essential, if you turn up Benchrest competition without a gun, your chances are going to be limited. But as you know, I'm a bit of a geek and I like to build in redundancies. And as you saw from my last video, I had loads and loads of spares in my tin box in case anything goes wrong. So this is the biggest spare of all. I actually bring a second rifle, and this is all set up, it's all legal and it's ready to go. And if I have a malfunction at an event, I can just swap and away I go as if nothing ever happened. Thank goodness that hasn't happened yet. I had a slight problem with my rifle at the last event, but I managed to fix it. So that's cool. What else do I take? Well, you know, a man's got to have his luxuries. So I make sure I take my Nespresso pod machine to ensure that I have adequate quality coffee over the whole of the weekend. Sorry guys, I can't do without it. I'm addicted. It's even slightly up my addiction ladder than bacon butties. So there you go, the Nespresso coffee machine. One of the biggest essentials that you need when you go to a Benchrest competition is a cool hat. And my Anschutz hat, I'll be honest, is my favourite at the moment. I have about 50 of them, so you might see me wearing something else at an event. But there you go. So this does cause a problem, and I'll be honest with you, Mrs. G, she enables me to go to these competitions by helping me carry and lug all this equipment about, and she's an absolute angel, and she enables me to do things that I would really struggle to do on my own. So, you know, I'm a nice guy, and I'm a nice husband, and I'm always looking for ways to help Mrs. G back. So I bought her a trolley. Here we go, we bought a festival trolley. So Mrs. G can drag all my stuff around at events. Everything's on wheels now. It makes life a lot easier. I'm looking to see if I can get some sort of like 4-point harness so she can get up bigger hills. But that's something we're going to look at the future. I am joking about the harness. But anyway, this makes life for me and Mrs. G a lot easier. They're called festival trolleys, and they're all over places like Amazon and eBay, and they come out at around £80 to £100. This particular one is very well built, and I'm very happy with it. You could actually, you know, use it to move bodies around or all sorts, but it has made our life a lot easier. So all this gets packed up and put in the car, and we go to a tournament, and we love the weekends away. So I hope this video has given people an insight of all the extra stuff that you need when you go to a Benchrest tournament. So you, in the future, if you decide to join us, you won't forget anything. Well, thank you to Mini-Me in the corner. I thought that was a very informative rundown of all the equipment that I take to a Benchrest tournament. If you think I've forgotten anything, can you let me know in the comments? I'd be really interested. And also guys, remember, this is a growing channel of a great community of like-minded people who want to celebrate inclusivity in the sport of airgunning. Can you remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and also pop over to the Facebook group for a bit of chat about airgunning. So, until next time guys, remember, you keep living that airgun dream, and take care. Bye bye.